Hi, I'm Zach Stewart.
Laura Hotchkiss.
And I'm Daniel Kvoras. On this podcast, we improvise in character as hosts of a morning radio show in a fictional country called the Driftwood Isles.
Everything we say is made up, and none of the events, people, or places are real.
It's that simple. Now enjoy this episode of Good Morning Driftwood. And welcome to Good Morning Driftwood. We've got a little bit of an unusual situation this morning. Our lovely colleague Bench isn't in the studio.
Yeah, he is not here.
It's very unsettling, to be honest, to not have his presence here.
Yeah, I just keep looking at his empty chair.
It's one of those things where you're not really understanding of how used to something you are until it's not there anymore.
No.
And now things just feel wrong. There's an absence.
Yeah, and it wasn't pre-planned. This wasn't a holiday
Did not know
situation.
that coming in this morning, Bench would not be here.
No, we got very cryptic text messages from him. And to be honest, it has taken us a long time to try and get a phone call to him now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But now we've heard Matthias has said that he's being patched in. I don't know where he is, but apparently Matthias has some sort of technological wizardry and can patch him in. So, Bench, are you there?
Dirk, Benny, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Bench.
Coming in loud and clear.
Coming in loud and clear. What's going on,
are you
buddy?
okay?
Oh,
Are you all right? Are you safe?
Yes.
Firstly, are you safe?
Yes. Well, I think kind of. Right now I am.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything is fine. I'm very sorry to not be there in the room with you two.
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, and boy, do I hope to see you soon. I'm in a bit of a situation right now, and unable to get to the studio today. Hopefully, I'll be able to get there soon. But you know, I never miss a day of work. Not going to start now.
It's the first time.
Oh, I know. Well, but I'm not missing it. I'm still here. I'm getting paid for this. I'm not using my leave days.
But we still don't have any answers. What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, well, all of this began last night, essentially. I received an invitation to an exclusive party hosted by none other than Baron Jacques Von Dead, the richest man in Driftwood. You guys all know of Jacques Von Dead.
Very mysterious. Not much is known about him.
Very mysterious. So the party, as I found out, was to be held on his yacht. Exclusive party on his yacht, the converted Dutch galley known as the Recluse.
Okay, and this invite came to you last night, and you immediately packed and went to it.
Well, it was like midday. I didn't say much, just gave an address, which was by the docks, which is not unusual. Most addresses are by the docks in Driftwood. So I just went.
Invitation come?
A letter in the mail.
Just mailed a letter.
Okay. And
yeah.
And
old school.
So you got invited to this exclusive party with this Baron?
Yeah, I mean, you can't say no to that. You know, you gotta.
No, I guess I understand. What I don't understand is that you got an invite to this.
Well,
and Penny and myself are just sitting here like a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, no offense taken as to why I would be invited to a fancy party, but I was a little confused as well. I'll be honest.
See, so you knew, you understood.
But, I knew, and so I understand where I stand in life and in the culture. Here's the thing: after I got there, very fancy party.
The party has happened. Was it last night, or is it forthcoming?
It was last night.
Okay.
It was last night. And I realized why I was invited. The Baron Von Dead was
a hunting man sort of situation.
Was it a hunting man for sport thing?
Yeah, were you brought there? So then that would make sense why they would call you and not me and Penny.
Fast.
Nope.
Yeah,
it wasn't that.
But
it wasn't that.
Weak. So we could fight for ourselves and sort of fend them off. Whereas there with Bench, they're probably he could probably run pretty quickly, but once we get him,
Dirk
wouldn't put up a lot of
Dirk.
fight. Yeah. What's up, Bench?
Dirk, sit down.
I'm seating. I'm in the studio because I'm here doing my job.
I can't see you. I can't see you. I figure you're just take a seat. It's fine. We're all good. Everything is good except what happened last night.
Okay. All right.
Listen.
Yeah. Take us there.
So the Baron was intending to throw basically a murder mystery party, and
again,
which kind of fell into place as to why he
murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not being murdered, he did say he invited me because of my reputation as Driftwood's best and only gentleman sleuth.
Ah.
He wanted like an old school gentleman sleuth style detective to make his murder mystery party feel more authentic.
Very cool. And you're the preeminent gentleman sleuth in the Driftwood Isles. Very cool.
Yes. And this is when things took a turn. During this yacht cruise. We were on seas, as we say. And I'm afraid that the Baron Jacques von Dead has in fact died.
Kind of inviting it with the name, it feels like.
Yeah.
If you do ever get murdered, it's like, that's important.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I a couple times thought he was dead already just based on the name.
Yeah, you associate those words in your head and you're like, oh, Baron von Dead, obviously dead.
Yeah, one of those people that when you hear they're still alive, I bet you goes, oh,
really?
Oh,
well, good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
but he was
most
killed,
of the
he was killed last night. He showed up dead.
Yes. No, he showed up alive. He died during the night.
Festivities.
Exactly. The way he was intending for the murder mystery to go, he gave everyone a gun with a blank and had everyone shoot him at the same time. And he was going to fake his death and then people would have to solve it. But one of those guns was loaded.
But okay, a murder mystery party. Someone has to get murdered. Was there another murder that was the focus of the party and then this happened additionally? Because if this just happened and was the only murder that happened, maybe it was all a facade. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
it was
so
a show.
In a
maybe
murder,
he is just faking his death, and you.
No, and I am sitting. I am sitting next to his corpse. I still haven't solved it.
You're next to his body?
There are procedures.
Oh my goodness!
Call the authorities.
You're calling us from a body? That's so disgusting. Why would you do that to us?
Yeah.
I am in international waters right now. Listen, I am stuck on this yacht.
That still makes the choice of you just hanging out with it not okay.
I'm not choosing to hang out with it. Listen, I am stuck here with...
You have to tell someone if you're next to a dead body. It's like if you're an undercover cop. It's the same rule.
That makes us creeps by proxy.
Yeah, we're not creeps.
Listen, I am not a creep. I am working. I am stuck on this yacht with 8 of the richest and most powerful people in Driftwood, and one of them murdered the Baron. I cannot let anyone leave until I figure this out. Okay?
All right.
This is the thing.
You said that very impassioned, but I still feel like you don't need to hang out with the body. But continue.
Well, I don't feel comfortable like leaving the body alone because any of them can tamper with the evidence, and I haven't covered all the dusts yet. You
haven't gotten all the powders off it.
All the powders. And when you're international water, they're called dusts. But yes, powders.
Okay. Don't know. I apologize. Don't know all the terms for it, but I'll take your word. That's fine. You're the expert. All right, that makes sense.
Yes.
And how's the investigation going?
Well. Listen, there are 8 suspects that are on the boat with me. Would you like me to run them down for you guys?
Can I ask a question before you do?
Yes, of course.
Is it just that there were 8 other guests in total, or have you narrowed this down in any way, shape, or form? Because if it was just there's 8 other guests and you have 8 possible suspects, I don't think you're working fast enough.
Made any progress since the murder last night?
Well, everyone has a motive in a way. Okay. I have my suspicions, but I haven't solved it yet.
He hasn't narrowed it down. He hasn't narrowed it down at all.
You have a day job. You have a day job at this radio station, okay?
We're paying
and
you.
I am here.
What's going on there? This is just a hobby for you. You're sleuthing. And I applaud you.
Well, again, this is why I called. I told everyone I need to be on the air. I need to record right now. I can't leave anyone else with a body. Everyone just go outside, leave me in the room with a dead body, and I'll do my report from here. I have, but again, it will take them a while to get here. And until then...
Why is that?
We're in the waters. We went away. We're not we have been sailing this entire time.
Okay.
Maybe look at the captain. For some
well, he is one of the suspects.
Okay, well there you go. Because if he is keeping you elusive enough to that the police have not been able to reach or find you yet, if you're like constantly in motion sort of thing,
Suspicious.
that's suspicious activity right there.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
we need to speed this up because you got to be back here tomorrow, okay? We cannot we cannot just have you gallivanting about
This
on a
is
super yacht.
unsustainable.
Yeah, like we need you here physically in the studio with us. Do you know how weird it is to just hear your voice coming from the ether? Like, that's not normal.
It's unsettling. It's
Okay?
very unsettling.
So let's just see if we can help you and just speed this up.
All right, let me so I'll run down the suspects. You tell me what you think as we go along. So the people here
he's asking
on the
us,
yacht with
he's
me.
got nothing.
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. Go on.
There's not a lot of powders or dusts out here. I'm struggling a little bit. Okay, here's what we have. On the yacht with me is Lady Renee Von Dead, the Baron's mother. She's here as well, a very old woman, very frail. We have Jacqueline Von Dead, his younger, more ambitious sister.
And that's how we're pronouncing the first name. Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, yes.
Jacqueline.
Okay.
She says,
Are you
I
sure it's
asked
not
her, this is
something
how
where
she says it.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
I
how
figured
she says
maybe
it.
You just had read it and no one had told you, and so you just sort of made that pronunciation
That
in
was
your mind.
that was our worry, yeah.
Gotcha. But okay, no, that's how she says it.
You know
Okay,
what? There's
all right.
there's a solid chance that she has only seen her name written and has never said it out loud.
So
that is why she says it like that.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so we got
We
the
also
mother,
have
we got the ambitious daughter, you said? Cousin?
the sister.
Sister,
She is the
ambitious.
daughter of the mother.
I see. Ambitious sister.
Yes. We also have Professor Butts McGee, who is the dean of Driftwood Uni, as we all know.
I've heard of Professor Butts.
We have Lucretia Derrick, the heiress to the Derrick family fortune. We all know the Derrick family of long history in the Isles.
What would be the professor's motive, and then what would be her motive? Because she presumably already has a lot of money if she's an heiress.
Well, she does. Look, the professor, I have found out that the professor was the young Baron's mentor when he was a young kid. He was his tutor. So that he does have a personal connection to the Baron. And we know that the university currently is not doing well financially. And of course, the Von Dads are big backers of education. They love education. So I don't know if this had any, maybe he, wanted more money and he wouldn't, I don't know exactly. I haven't figured it out.
Okay.
Lucretia Derrick, you know how rich people just don't like other rich people.
That's the thing. Rich hate rich.
Yeah, that's rich hate rich. That's what I have for motive for her. I have a little board.
And it says rich hate rich. This seems tenuous, especially those two connections.
Yeah.
So far, the only one that stands out to me is the sister, the ambitious sister.
I mean, normally with things like this, I mean, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, except for get back to the studio and actually do your job.
Yeah. That's definitely priority number one from our perspective.
Yeah. But I would say that most murders are usually by people that are related or know them very, very, very well. It's always the family.
It's always the husband. It's always the family. It's always someone close to the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, everyone here has some personal connection to the Baron in one way or another.
Okay.
Well, we also have here Billy Will Billiamson, who is the owner of all dry transportation in Driftwood.
And they got him onto a boat.
They got him onto a boat.
Oof.
That is, and again, I don't think he would do that for anyone other than the Baron.
Wow.
Famously dry
take advantage
man.
of an opportunity to kill the Baron.
Exactly. We also have Percival Thick, who is his chief competitor in the wood business. We all know that the Von Dads are mainly in the wood business in Driftwoods. A lot of the ships and buildings they supplied the lumber for, and of course the Thick company are their main competitors.
Natural rivalry there.
Natural rivalry. Another person on board, which I was not expecting to see here, but guys, Terry Wu is here.
Terry?
What? My boy
Terry is here.
Is out there, famed Driftwood DJ, and my close personal friend.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah,
he's at
got
every
access.
party.
That man,
single
he
party.
is the biggest influencer on the Isles. We all know that.
Yeah,
Terry knows everyone. I'm not surprised he got this invite.
Yeah.
God, I really hope he didn't do it, though.
I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it. I like Terry, but he is here. He again, the motive is a little tenuous. I think like maybe he just wanted money. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really have a connection for Terry. He's just here. Honestly, it's nice to have him here. It's nice to have a familiar face.
Yeah, he's a good comforting presence in any context. And honestly, on a personal note, I think if he did do it, he probably had a good reason.
Yeah.
And probably should face consequences for that. So we can just cross Terry off.
Everything Terry's ever done has been so logical and with such good reason. I mean, have you ever seen an outfit of his that hasn't been thought through?
Yeah, a very intentional man.
Yeah.
And how he moves through the world.
Okay, so I think we're set that it was Jacqueline.
Yeah, right now it definitely points to Jacqueline. Maybe the competitor guy, but it really feels like Jacqueline. Maybe. Are there any more suspects?
Well, we have, of course, the grizzled old ship captain who is leading us through these waters. A very kind of classic, old captain-looking guy. His name is Shlomo Rubinstein. He's on here with us. He's a very, very nice fellow. Not sure what he had to do with it. He's nice. He's very nice. He's chill. Him and Terry hang out a lot. Like I saw them take a bunch of smoke breaks.
That's a vote of confidence in my book by association.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like Terry trusts him, so I implicitly also trust him,
I'd go with that. There's also that feeling.
There's also a whole bunch of staffs here whose names I didn't bother learning. But they could have done it.
That's probably not though. They're just the staff.
Bench, this is getting
they're
way
below
more than
the
8
deck.
people.
Well, it's 8 people whose names I know.
8 important people.
Okay, yeah.
Important, exactly.
Meaning rich.
Basically, if you will, above the line.
Yeah.
Above the line, below the deck. Listen.
Exactly.
Big question.
Yes.
This was a super yacht, pretty big deal. Very wealthy man that ran it. Big party. What are the canopies like? What's the food situation
Good question, Penelope.
Well, it's pretty fucking impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Are there any left? Can you maybe find some sort of Tupperware or takeaway box?
They must have some type of device, something that you can bring some food back for us.
Because we're real hungry here.
We're real hungry.
Okay. I can see if there's just like a lot of loose caviar at this point. People were, really upset at the murder and kind of like threw a bunch of stuff on the ground.
Shuffle through the Baron's pockets to see if maybe he has anything that you could just spoon some of that caviar into and then bring it back.
Okay, you want me to shuffle through a dead man's pocket?
Maybe he's got like
look for Tupperware,
cigarette case, just anything you can spoon some caviar in and bring back.
The man is so rich, I don't think he ever touched plastic in his life. I'd be shocked if he had Tupperware on him.
A cigarette case, I'm sure that's metal.
Yeah.
And anything he might have.
There is something.
Go ahead right now. Shuffle through his pockets.
There's something poking out of his coat pocket. I'm just going to have a look real quick.
Maybe it's a chutney or some type of thing that'll go well with the...
That would be amazing. Oh, God, yeah.
It probably has...
Oh, my gosh.
What's that?
Guys. I think I figured it out.
Oh my God!
There's a note. Oh, you can't. There's a note. You can't put caviar in a note. That's not going to
keep shuffling.
There's no caviar in it. Well, okay, shit. There is some caviar. There's loose caviar. Listen,
just pop off one of those shoes. Put some caviar in there. Bring it on back.
God. Okay, fine. I'm going to do that, but then I really should read you this note.
I guess. If you choose to.
If you must.
Oh, God. How is there caviar in the shoe?
See, he knew what was up.
Exactly.
Shoe caviar, it gives it a nice tang. There's sort of a umami, a shoe-mami, if you will.
Okay. Okay, all right. I have your shoe caviar ready. Listen, this note has one word on it. In his pocket, it says mother.
I don't
think that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that's. Maybe he was about to write.
It says mother.
Maybe he was about to write a letter to his mom, who,
It's
people
really
do
in the
that.
middle of the note. It doesn't look like it was like the beginning of a thing.
Maybe he saw
Like it take them.
Meryl Streep in something and he had a one-word review.
Yeah. Wasn't there a movie with Jennifer
Lawrence.
A movie with
Mother.
Meryl Streep.
I know Jennifer Lawrence. She was in a film
Mother.
called Mother.
Mother, yeah.
Maybe he was like, I should watch Mother starring
I'll
Jennifer
take a
Lawrence
note of
later.
this, and then that way I won't forget the name of the
Yeah,
film.
so you can watch.
There's
Logical
no
Drama later.
Here's a problem. There's no exclamation point, and Mother is the M is in uppercase. I also would rule out Meryl because it doesn't say Mamma Mia.
Was that a joke, Bench? You're making a joke right now. You're standing over the body of a dead man.
You are pickpocketing a dead body right now.
And you're making
You asked me to.
offensive
Oh,
Italian jokes.
Honestly, Bench, you need to get back to the studio.
Fine. Okay.
You're getting the boat madness out there.
You've been at sea
I am.
too
People
long.
are starting to. I've been here less than 24 hours.
Well, clearly you're a land lad. You should be on dry land.
You know how you get when
I hope so.
You know how you get when you are too focused into a murder situation, okay? You go
I know. I haven't eaten in so long.
But there's sure caviar.
There's you said that there's well catered. There's food everywhere. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't eaten since the murder happened, which was exactly at 12:03 last night, or today technically. It was technically today.
Okay.
The
like a
clock
negative.
struck 12, but the clock was 3 minutes delayed.
All right. These seem like unimportant details. I've never solved a murder, but I don't think the details are probably that big of a deal in general.
Yeah, we should probably just get back to the show and just make sure that the listeners get the Good Morning Driftwood that they know and love with the three of us.
Yeah. If you get any more like real evidence and we can break some news on this show, that would be fantastic. I don't think a note that says Mother is really doing anything to solve this. It's not like it says mom did it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's
Mother.
there's a key in here as well. That's interesting.
Okay, the key
I'll
can
keep
spin
working
the
on this.
caviar.
Yeah, use the key to get the edges of the caviar in.
Yeah.
You can sort of use the key to tamp it down, to pack more caviar into the
I don't-
Skip. If you're hungry.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you're hungry, have
I'm
some for
not.
yourself.
That's a
Have a little
problem.
bit. Don't have too much because I do want to make sure there's plenty for me and Penny when you bring it back. But you can have like a little bit. It's like a little key bump of caviar.
If you speak to the captain now, I'm pretty sure you could get back here by like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, you said he's cool. He could probably get back here. Just ask Terry Wu to talk to him.
Yeah, I'll go talk to them. We'll see what's up. But I'll do this after the show. I don't want to. I'm sorry for derailing as much. I'll try to,
stuff.
and I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully tomorrow's show will be as normal back in the studio. I can't imagine this going on for much longer.
Okay, well that's good
but,
to hear. You're confident. I'm confident in you as a sleuth as well. I think you can probably wrap this one up nice
Thank
and
you.
tight. And the bereft family will be put at ease by your solving all of their worries.
I hope so, unless one of them did it, in which case they will rot in jail for the rest of their lives.
Agreed. And on that note, we're going to go to our first break. We will see you on the other side. And welcome back. Are you still there, Bench?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, because I think you had a chat with Matthias, and contractually, I know you do have a murder to solve, but contractually speaking, I think you do need to remain on the line and stay with the show and finish the show with us.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. This is my priority. You guys and our listeners are always my number one priority. Second is murder.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. The entertainment is really what's important here. Murder and justice, those can wait, right?
That's a hobby, side hustle.
All right. And I actually do have a news story that I'm excited to get to. It is concerning, but also fun. I'll let you guys decide. This story comes from the town in North Driftwood, your neck of the woods, Penny. It's called Findocti, and it's been taken over by baby bears pretending to be human. Now, we've gotten reports that many town officials, police officers, and community leaders have disappeared. And then a couple days after each disappearance, a pair of baby bears standing on each other's shoulders appear pretending to be the person. Now, it's very obvious to everyone that it's bears and not the people, since they can't talk and they don't look anything like people because they're literal bears.
Oh my God.
But nobody's mad about it because
Oh my God.
they're bears. They're so adorable, right? So apparently everyone just thinks it's super cute and they're just cool with the bears now.
Oh my God, this makes so much sense. I had the strangest conversation.
Oh yeah? You know some people in this town?
Yeah, like I was up there at the weekend and I had the strangest conversation with a very tall person wearing a trench coat. And I a couple times I was like, that's strange. It's like they're moving under there and they couldn't really keep balance.
Like, so there were weird bulges happening underneath the trench coat?
Like there was like an arm where the hip should be. And oh my God.
There you go.
I agreed to go on a date with them.
Penny.
Okay, because the reports I have are that it was quite obvious then that most people were not fooled by the disguise. They just thought it was really cute, so they just kind of went with it and indulged the bears.
Penny, what?
You're saying you were very taken with this bear.
There was a very low
smitten,
sun.
maybe.
I don't know if I was...
A low sun.
Low sun. I was kind of, you know how I get sometimes, so you're just squinting.
When that sun's low, Penny is just completely disoriented.
No idea.
And also in a very romantic, lovey-dovey sort of mood.
Like, I'm not saying I would have went on the date, but they like asked me on the date.
When you were recounting the story,
you would have absolutely gone on a date.
For sure. You sounded pretty
absolutely would have gone.
Recounting the story here.
I enjoy it.
Can I ask, Penny, are you still going to go?
Yeah, are you going to head back up to Findocti?
Oh, well, now I know there's 2 baby bears. No.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, they're not going to pay. I assume they're going to like leave me with the bill in that case.
That's true. Bears don't have currency.
Bears don't pay for meals. Like
Bears don't pay for meals.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going for a nice night.
Probably a nice cuddle.
Yeah. Oh my
Little
God.
baby bears, you know?
Oh, actually, that's a real good positive point.
Yeah.
We should do a pros and cons list.
We should do a pros cons list.
Yeah.
I think I would pay for a pair of baby bears dinner for the opportunity to then have a lovely cuddle with those baby bears.
It's
right. And then
I'm pretty sure
2 friends that are baby bears, and that's fun. That's a cool
thing.
thing.
And I'm pretty sure if you go on one date with them, we still have the policy that the station will pay for a second date.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God, yeah.
That has anything that happens on the show that leads to a first date or that is associated with a first date.
Yeah.
If you go on a second date, the show will pay for it.
Yeah, and then you can write off the tax.
Yeah, you can write off the tax.
As well.
Okay, I have a question. I don't know if either of you know this, and again, not to harp too much on my clues here, but mother?
I don't know why you're bringing that up.
I don't know why you're bringing this back up. We've moved on.
Where's the mama bear? Where is the mama bear?
Ah, I see.
It's a real
I thought
good
you were
question.
droning on about murder and unimportant things like that.
It's on the back burner.
Yeah,
with the mother bear.
That's where it should stay. But the mother bear, that's a good question, Bench.
Maybe they're
mother bear, brother bear.
Oh, well, there's so many. Apparently, it's now quite a high number of people that have been replaced by bears. I don't know if there could be one mother, and if there is one mother, then that bear presumably is extremely powerful. But that's a good question, Bench. That's a good question, Bench. Where are these bears coming from? Who are the mother? Who's the mother or mothers?
I went to see Paddington 2 at the local cinema there.
All right.
And now that I think about it,
okay,
I think I was the only human in the room.
Was there much laughter or
Every single time Paddington the bear came on screen, everyone stood up and saluted.
That seems suspicious.
Every single time.
Well, but Penny, you do stand up and salute every time that Hugh Grant is on screen, right?
I mean, the man is a legend, a hero.
So maybe Paddington is the Hugh Grant of the bear community.
That would make sense. Such a
Charming.
solid character actor really gets lost in a role.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be, not to be this guy, but I am pretty sure
whenever
in the movie Paddington,
I feel like they're gonna be that guy.
They're gonna be the guy.
So just go.
I'm about to be.
Bench.
All right, let me be that guy for a moment. I am pretty sure that in the movie Paddington 2, Paddington is played by a human actor.
No.
So are the bays okay with that?
No. It's very much a bear.
I'm
like,
pretty sure there's.
Oh no! I think. Have you seen?
Like a person in a bear suit?
Yeah,
you're saying
there's no person in a bear suit.
Is who did it, Bench?
there's a human actor credited for playing Paddington. Is it just a dub, or is he just dubbing him from Bear?
I think
is that?
I think that might just be dubbing.
Yeah, I think that's a translation thing.
Because I don't think
that makes sense.
Yeah, It's
Ben Wishaw.
Yeah, it's
Ben Wishaw is his name.
It's definitely not a man in a bear suit.
Yeah, it's the Paddington actor did the performance, but then they're like, he's speaking bear talk. We need to translate this for our human audience. And so
they singing in the rain hymn.
Yeah, apparently this Ben Wishaw person is a bear translator. Who then did the dubbing for Paddington. I think we
does the person who does the dubbing need to be a translator?
Yeah,
ideally.
You don't want.
I guess not need to, but if that's the person who's credited, you're telling us that's the credit. I'm going to take that credit.
Like you want to get someone in to translate all of the words, and then a different person in to read all of those now translated words.
That's just fiscally wasteful.
Wasteful. Just get one
Hollywood
person.
is crazy.
Just get one person. Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone. 2 bears, 1 translator.
2 bears, 1 trench coat. 1 date with Penny.
Coat. Hey, there we go.
That seems to be what's happening.
Sounds like you're really coming around, like you're going to head on this date. Do you have a phone number?
I'm pretty sure you're going to go on this
date.
date.
To contact this man / 2 baby bears?
It's weird because they just...
Not a man, just bears. We know it's bears. We can call bears. Call bear.
Now that I think back to the full conversation, there were things that really should have sparked that they were baby bears, and that they kept trying to see if I would or knew of anywhere they could get salmon. Like
that's not inherently bear.
I like salmon. I saw one last night.
Yeah, but they were like real into just
Good
like
one, Bench.
catching some salmon and eating some salmon. And usually when
they asked where they could catch salmon?
Yeah, like usually if I am having a conversation, like I don't know, this might just be a me thing, but usually when I'm having a light conversation with someone, it's not so salmon based. But
that's interesting because I would imagine if you go to the north, a lot of those conversations are fishing based,
there's a bit,
water based.
But usually people are like into other fish as well.
This particular bear combo was just all about the salmon. Well, maybe he was trying to suggest that that's the date you guys should go on, salmon catching.
Maybe he was going to take you to a little bagel shop.
Some lox, salmon and lox.
Little lox, little schmear.
Yeah, it's tasty.
I don't think I'm going to go on the date.
No, you're backing off now.
I don't think I'm going to go on the date because it feels a little dangerous. I mean, sure,
babies.
All dates are dangerous.
Baby bears. How dangerous.
Penny, you have gone on much more dangerous dates.
Yeah. You're known for a string of super dangerous dates.
Look, just because someone
Remember that duel date that you went on where you got just challenged to a duel and the man gave you a pistol and said 10 paces, let's do it. And then he winked at you and you're like, all right,
he should have been faster. He should have been faster on the draw.
He dug his own grave. If you're going to do a duel date, maybe he thought it was like a coy thing and he was being coy and he was being sort of playful.
Yeah.
And he didn't expect you to actually shoot him in the face.
Yeah, I shoot to kill.
He gave you a loaded gun.
He did give you that. Is on him. If that was the case, he should have loaded him up with blanks.
And due to the dual legislation, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like what
you got to do it.
What you want me to like not come into a duel and give it everything, especially on a first date. I want that prospective partner to know.
You want to know that they respect the honor of the duel as well.
I want them to know the level of intensity that I will bring to any situation that we find ourselves in, not just the duel.
Treat love is life or death for you. And so if you're on a date, that's a duel.
This is it.
You're going to treat them the same way.
Hey. I mean, in a sense, every date is a duel. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Good one, Bench. So true.
Caviar stinks so bad.
True.
Bench, do you think, I don't want to like throw a spanner in the works here, but do you think any of the murder suspects could be baby bears in trench coats? Because
good question.
Now that we know there's a lot of them.
Are any of them like super cute and cuddly?
Yeah, are any of them just, leaning over the side of the boat just trying to catch fish out of the water?
Do any of them go for the fish, the salmon in the catering and lacking that? Are any of them like really avaricious towards the caviar?
When you walk across the deck of the boat, have any of them just like grabbed your leg and are being dragged along the ground as you walk? They're just holding on to your leg.
So here's the thing. A lot of these things have happened, but I never know how much of it is suspected bear or just weird rich person behavior. Because there were a lot of things.
True.
Yeah, I think they're all human just based on the fact that I've seen their faces. And I can tell the difference between a bear and a human.
They're pretty different. So that's good.
They're pretty different. But I haven't seen everyone. Again, there's a lot of staff below deck. This is a big ass ship. So,
all right. So sounds like
I'll be on the lookout for bears. Well, I'll be on the lookout. I haven't seen any yet. I don't know how bears fare on open waters, open seas, but
if you get any information to that end, let us know. And if you do decide to go on that date, I'm very curious to see how it goes, Penny. Because apparently this town, they're just loving it.
Yeah.
You know, they've lost numerous officials and police officers and things like that, but they're replaced by these adorable, cute bears. And so it's a lovely place. And
and can I say,
sounds delightful.
The town's never looked better. Like it really feels like the litter problem's gone.
So they're doing a good job of actually taking care of the town as well.
Yeah, I think maybe municipally better. So
delightful.
I mean, guys, again, not to be that guy, but ACAB, all cops are bears.
All cops are bears.
All cops are bears. We should be so lucky. And with that, we'll kick it to our next break. See you on the other side. And Penny's got something for us this morning. Take us there, Pen.
Just a little quick one. And it kind of actually weirdly relates to something Bench was talking about earlier.
Murder? The murder?
Not
caviar,
murder.
shoe caviar?
No, but Bench.
Mother?
Nope, none of that.
Stop going on about the mother thing.
Yep.
It's unimportant. Throw it in the waves.
So I don't know if you remember earlier you were talking about how one of the suspects is the dean of Dirk University. And it's actually
Driftwood University, yes.
Yeah. It's actually something from there. From particularly from particularly the Dirk campus. Yeah, so as you may be aware, as we all are definitely aware, due to the location of the Driftwood Isles, we experience more supermoons than any other country on Earth. Okay, so
Sorry, say that again?
We experience more supermoons.
Supermoons.
Superman.
Okay,
yeah, I did hear you correctly.
Supermoon, not superman.
Oh, okay, supermoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard supermans.
Like a plural of Superman?
Like running through.
No, I thought you were referring to this. I thought you were referring to the Superman's family, which are the heirs of the egg fortune in Driftwood. Never mind. We don't have to keep going with that. Yes, we do experience a lot of super
Daniel
moons.
And
Yes, keep going.
Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're known and loved figures.
Yeah.
This isn't about them.
Specifically
Bench.
not this.
Nope.
So supermoons are when the moon is closest to the Earth, so they appear much bigger in the night sky. And that's because of we are on the planet, the longitude and latitude, we are always just a little bit closer to the moon than any other country.
We're lucky. We're a lucky people.
Just science. So the moon is always bigger to us. But every single month, we give the supermoon a name. So it usually correlates to the time of year. So it's the wolf moon in January, because that's when the wolves would come out to find some food. Snow moon in February, because we'd usually get a little bit of snow, a little sprinkling. And then the hunter's moon in October, because that's when all the animals would be a little bit fatter from the summer. And they go out hunting as the harvests started to be over. Now, to boost the funds in the Driftwood University coffers, they have now started to allow corporations to sponsor supermoons. Yeah, they've said since there is an abundance of supermoons, we might as well. So November's supermoon is now the Pronto Meals Ding Ding Microwavable Yums supermoon.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a mouthful. There's
a certain romance.
Just like those
to
meals.
supermoons.
Just like those meals. Pronto Meals, obviously Driftwood Isles' most prominent and somewhat least tasty TV dinner company. They've said they can't wait for us all to look at the sky, wonder if the moon is made of cheese or a delicious bechamel sauce like the layers of their sad boy lasagna for one.
Okay, sorry, real quick. Who wonders if the moon is made of bechamel sauce? It's fully a solid object in the sky.
Good point. I think they're trying to cap it. Like I said, there's this romance to the supermoon, and I feel like this commercialization of said romance, they're trying to use that romance to talk about bechamel sauce and lasagna and sad boy dinners. And sure, those have a place. I've had a number of their sad boy dinners in my life.
We might end up getting one today because someone's not brought us any caviar yet.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that caviar.
working on that.
Still waiting. But
Are you counting on me bringing lunch regardless?
I don't know why it's taking so long. You said you'd be here soon, and we've been waiting for you.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday is always the day that you organize lunch.
Yeah, you know this. Don't play dumb, Bench. Don't play dumb with us.
The caviar will make up for the full one day that I will be gone.
If you take another day, then I expect 2 shoes of caviar. A shoe of caviar for every day you're absent here. All right?
Well, that's unreasonable.
Is it? It's
Yeah.
what I expect. It's what I expect.
Well,
Anyway, back to Pronto and their bastardization of our lovely, beloved supermoons. I don't know how I feel about it. I think the supermoons have a certain place in society that should not be commercialized.
Yeah, you don't fancy sitting under the supermoon on a romantic evening picnic, looking up and going, mac and cheese.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I love thinking about mac and cheese, and I do often, but I don't want to combine that with when I'm having a lovely romantic time or I'm looking out from my patio window and pondering the mysteries of the universe.
Very true. Now,
mac and cheese is not great date food.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to throw a spanner in the works again, but
Full of spanners today.
so many spanners. But if they're giving anyone the chance to sponsor the rename a supermoon.
Should we sponsor a supermoon?
Should we sponsor a supermoon?
I think we should sponsor. I absolutely think we should sponsor a supermoon.
Dirk's face has changed. Dirk is
100%
on board.
My emotions are evolving on this. However, if we did, we would need to honor the romance of the supermoon.
So you want February?
Obviously, the most romantic month.
Yeah, you want to
lean into that, and we need to, I think, protect February from companies like Pronto that are just going to use it to talk about bechamel sauces.
So February supermoon.
That's ours.
Dirk Wiley, Mr. February.
Us, that's the shows.
Oh, so not even. See, I was wondering if you were going to take this for a little solo thing, but no, you're cool with it being.
We could each do a month, maybe. What do you think?
I don't think we can. Well, Dirk, you can probably afford your own month. I don't think I could personally afford a full month.
I want us all to be part of this together. Then
that's so nice. That's real nice.
I'll throw out the money for this one. This will be all of us together sponsoring the supermoon of February.
It's like a fun Secret Santa thing,
but you know in advance exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and there's no,
and it's in February,
and you know who's giving it to you, what it is, and exactly what's happening.
And we will.
And we're deciding on it together.
It's really just a gift. In no way is
it a gift.
And in return, we will still give you something to a maximum value of £5.
Yeah.
So we will.
It's going to cost.
I'll throw in a little bit more caviar.
I'm sure it costs more for the supermoon. I don't know the price exactly, but I can't imagine
that's not going to be cheap.
Yeah,
it's not going to be cheap. No, not at all.
But what would we want to do?
Can I say?
Go on, Bench.
Well, yeah, just to that point of what we would do with it, I think this might be worth putting out to our listeners to help us name this moon. Our listeners are just as valuable a part of the family as any of us.
It's a great idea.
Well,
okay, Bench made a face.
Are they?
Bench didn't make a face. Dirk made a face.
Are they as important?
How would you know if I did make a face? In fact, Benny, how did you know that?
I think she's so rattled that you're not here that she's just.
I'm just so used to
she's not seeing your actual face, so I have now become both people for her since I'm the singular other presence in the studio.
Yeah,
I think is Dom. Wait, I mean, wait. So sorry, I just realized something. Is Doma in the studio?
No, Doma's not in the studio.
No, Doma's not here.
I really need someone to go feed and walk Doma.
You didn't account for this when you took off? You knew you were leaving. I know it happened suddenly, but you knew you were leaving.
I didn't know it would be for more than like a night. I thought I'd be back that night. Are you sure she's not under my chair? Can someone look under my chair?
Definitely not under your chair.
I don't think she's under the chair.
No.
Oh, God.
Wait,
she's here.
That's not just a stain on the
She's
rug?
here. No, that's Doma.
Oh my God.
She hasn't moved in a long time, but
normal.
When I looked under the table, she did pop up, and I saw 1,000 years in her eyes when she looked at me. And
oh, that's good.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I don't know how you can
Yeah, that's her baseline.
Well, it was chilling for me.
Yeah. I don't know how you can expect us to feed Doma when we don't even have any lunch.
That's a good point. We'll feed Doma. Also, didn't you say she doesn't really need to eat, or that she doesn't obtain nutrients? It flows right through her. I think she'll be fine. I don't think she even notices that you're gone. She seems totally fine and sedate.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know if anything related
just
to
in case
Doma is good, but it's happening to us, so we have to accept it.
I think it's good. Anyway, sorry. I just had this realization. What were we talking about before?
What do we want to do? We were talking about, I guess the listeners of Good Morning Driftwood. They are important. We love our listeners. They are important. I don't think they're as important as us three. So I'm going to make an executive decision that February belongs to us. Maybe we can get another month and open it up to a vote. But I think we should make a decision here today about what we want to do with February.
That makes sense.
That's us.
Are also paying for it, so
I think that's sort of what I say goes in this situation. Penny, what do you think we should do with February?
I think we call
the romance.
Good Morning Driftwood sponsors the nighttime, because
sponsors the night.
Yeah,
there's a kind of nice
Good Morning Driftwood sponsors the nighttime.
Because the morning and the night, the sort of book. There's kind of synchronicity, a sort of duality.
Good Morning Driftwood sponsors the nighttime. We'll see you soon. You know, just to let them know that we're back on air.
Friendly sign off.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
I like that.
Oh, because it's night.
Night.
Which means soon will be the morning.
Yes.
Which will be us.
On air.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's delightful. And I think there's an
sense.
Inherent romance to each one of us anytime anyone hears any of our voices.
Maybe not Bench today because he's by a body.
No, it's very unromantic to disappear and abandon the people you love.
And then turn out to be a creep.
Yeah, just hanging out on your dead bodies and
like
rifling through their pockets like some kind of weirdo.
I feel like you both have very different problems with what is happening to me right now. I feel like
I got a lot of problems. I got a lot of problems with what's happening to you, Bench. First and foremost,
are you more worried about the body or the fact that I'm not there for you?
I'm worried about the fact that this seat across from me is empty right now. And now I'm also worried that Dolma's here. And now that's kind of a presence in the air that I'm just going to have to deal with for the rest of the day.
Well, she's there most days and you don't notice her. So it shouldn't be that
She's been here most days?
What are you talking about? She's been here most days.
I bring her with me to the studio every day.
What does she just?
She just blends in with the carpets
on the breeze.
That's exactly how she moves.
God,
that's crazy.
This dog is terrifying.
We all need to have a host discussion when you return.
We need some Dolma rules and regulations here, just for the peace of mind of the rest of us. Because you see,
she's in my rider, so.
Oh God, he got her in the rider.
It's wild.
She's in my rider.
All right, well that was a clever move, Bench.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give that to you.
I know my rights.
He knows his rights.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could so we could sponsor as just Good Morning Driftwood.
Yeah.
What was it again? Good Morning Driftwood sponsors the night.
The nighttime.
The night
sponsors the night.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
I like that. I like that. I think we could also have because now with this bear thing, I think there is a romance with the bears, especially with how clearly this bear was talking to you.
You think the bears could sponsor him in?
I want to just bring in the bears in some capacity. If the bear could be saying it.
I can give you the bear's phone number if you want to hit them up.
I really would like to
I'll get you
two baby bears.
I'll get you.
How did you get the phone number? Wait, no. How did you get the phone number? Did they write it? Did they say it? Do they speak?
They handed me over a bit of paper.
Okay. And what does it say on that paper?
Someone else could have written it.
It's actually a fully formed business card.
Oh.
Yeah.
These bears are really on top of it.
They're really into the disguise.
Administratively speaking, they're nailing it.
Yeah.
Maybe more towns should
Administratively speaking.
Yeah, they're running the town great.
The buses are on time all the time now.
on time, all the time. Bears, we welcome your impending leadership all across the Driftwood Isles, and as well as your impending cuddles. Because, man, those little baby bears, so darn cute. All right, and now we'll go to our first extended break. Good Morning Driftwood is brought to you by Strong Bug Muscle Powder. It's well known in the scientific community that some insects can lift many times their own body weight. Don't you want to be strong like a bug? Our Strong Bug Muscle Powder is made up of the strongest crushed up muscle bugs. We're talking ants. We're talking rhino beetles. We're talking praying mantis. Eat these bugs, make you strong like bug. Now in 5 delicious flavors, with more flavors coming soon as they catch more bugs. So each Strong Bug Muscle Powder make you all together now strong like
a bug.
Bugs.
There we go. Strong Bug Muscle Powder. We thank you for your sponsorship. For Good Morning Driftwood, we'll see you soon. Good Morning Driftwood is executive produced and hosted by Zach Stewart, Laura Hotchkiss, and Daniel Kvoras. Engineered and produced by Zach Stewart. Music by Daniel Kvoras.